Well, not a lot. To be honest, I wish I could say that I'm consuming more than I am. But I think I would go to The Guardian or New York Times.
Yes, I do, but it's mainly in my other news use when I hear podcasts and when I see the daily news in the TV. But I also hear some foreign news podcasts from USA.
Yeah, I read them and I watch them and I focus on them daily. I read quite a lot of newspapers and listen to podcasts, radio shows, television shows.
Earlier, as I worked as a journalist, I worked in the EU system in Brussels, and I had a very strict routine with The Economist and Financial Times. And when I was working out in the gym, like everybody else, I will be reading those.
I always think it's important to not just stay in your own little world and care about what's going on. But it's hard to keep up with everything because there's always something happening. So you gotta sometimes just narrow it down and look at something specific, because otherwise you'll get overwhelmed, I guess.
Because what's going on outside of Denmark is to a very high degree affecting us living in Denmark. So it's very relevant to us if we want to know what's going on and if we want to participate as citizens in a democracy and citizens in a world where lots of issues and possibilities are global. So I think it's the only natural thing to do is be very interested in what's going on outside our country as well.
It gives some perspective on my own life and on our little society and community. So definitely I understand more about how we live when I understand how others live.
I think I become a more clever person, I guess. Have a better understanding of what other people go through, and also being grateful for what you have. You see a lot of shit going on in the world, and then your own problems might not be that big.
Well, it satisfies my curiosity, it entertains me, it makes it possible for me to act actively as a democratic citizen. So I think those are very good arguments for keeping yourself informed. Maybe prioritize it even more if possible.
I think I like hearing news. For example, if you know Zetland, listening to a bit longer articles. And I think if it's, I would like maybe my foreign news to not just be news flash, like something has happened in Ukraine. Maybe go a bit more into detail